Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Celeste Lacabra. Welcome back to the channel. It's time to do our recommendations, our reactions, our, I guess, coverage, as it were, of the 24-hour flash sale for the entirety of the in-stock Blu-rays, DVDs, and 4Ks of the Criterion collection. All right, let's go. I'm doing this unedited, raw, uncut. We're hitting it raw today. You know what it is. Okay. So, yes, this is going to be going on until tomorrow, March 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. So time is limited. So I got to get this video up soon. I'm also on a time crunch. I'm going to the movies in a bit with friends. So I gotta be quick with this shit, you know? Okay. So we got our fucking boy Godzilla up here today. I think because, yes, today the Biollante 4K is out. Now, I am broke as shit. Um, but I have been saving coupons for a rainy day. So I'm gonna try to place an order, probably around the $75 mark for the free shipping, and then whatever my coupons will take care of. So I think I have room in the budget for like 3 4Ks. I might have to add a fourth because those dastardly hellions over at Criterion.net fucking charge like $24.97 or something, so you can't hit that 75. Wily indeed. Okay, let's just go through this. Female filmmakers, always important to highlight female filmmakers. Portrait of a Lady on Fire is a fucking banger. I find it hard to believe that they won't do a 4K at some point, though, so maybe hold out on that one. I'm mostly going to be talking about 4K strategizing here because that's the name of the game. So if you don't care about 4K, you probably won't get a lot out of this video, but I hope you like hearing me talk regardless. But if you're a 4K freak, if you're a features freak, I'm going to do my best to be your guide today. Okay. Not a pretty picture. I've not seen that one, but I really want to. Chantal Akerman masterpieces. I would say go for the BFI release of this. I think the films are a little bit different, but they're doing multiple volumes and they are on more discs, so it's less compressed. And they have different special features, I imagine. But also, if you have the Criterion channel, these are all on there. All the features are going to be on there. So you can kind of have your cake if you need it too a little bit. The Watermelon Woman is amazing, and it also contains a shit ton of short films that are also all great. Again, this is on the Criterion channel, but you're not going to get the essay. You're not going to support the fucking goat, Cheryl Dunye. And it's going to look better on the disc, so I recommend this one. And they're not going to do a 4K of it, I don't think. The Lure is a weird one, but I like it. If the idea of a folk horror musical sounds intriguing to you, check that out. Petite Maman is really good. It's got a bonus feature, My Life as a Zucchini, on it as well, which I still haven't seen, but check that out. I don't imagine they'll do it on 4K because it came out recently enough. French New Wave. I would say this whole section is at risk of getting upgraded to 4K. Maybe not the Six Moral Tales. That I kind of doubt. But like 400 Blows, Vivre sa vie, the Jacques Demy, like, I mean, they're already started with the Jacques Demy set. Like, come on. Pierre LeFou, I don't know. I really feel like this stuff is very highly likely to get 4K upgraded. Unless, let me fact check myself a little bit on a few of these. This is a 2K restoration, so I feel like you're fine on this one. This is a 2K restoration, and they just did it, so I doubt they're going to revisit it. I think you're probably fine on that one. And this is a 4K, so don't fucking touch this shit. I don't know. Check the restorations, and you can kind of get an idea. Yeah, I don't know. I think this whole section is risky. Great soundtracks. Again, another risky section. Velvet Underground, you should be fine. That's not gonna. They just put that out, so it shouldn't. Girl Can't Help It, I think is fine. I don't think we're at the spot yet. I don't think it's happened yet where they have upgraded something that was announced post their 4K era. When that happens, we're all going to be in trouble, but I think we're still good. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Also, real quick, I got the TerraVision shirt on. Shout out the boys at TV. Oh, it's not all boys. Shout out Chloe. I see you. But yeah, I got some fucking trash to go with my prestige, right? This Beastie Boys set, they gotta update it eventually, right? Like a Blu-ray, or it's just gonna go out of print. So I guess roll that dice if you feel like it. Don't look back. That feels like it's gonna get a 4K. Although, let me check. Again, you gotta pay attention too to like, yeah, 4K digital transfer. There's no shot. This is a risky one. If a film is being toured in its 4K restoration, pretty much 100% it's getting a 4K. So if you see that, put it on your do not buy list. Easy Rider, that might have already gotten upgraded on a Columbia Classic set or something. I'm not sure. I'm not editing it. So, fake news over here on this channel. I mean, there's a lot of great films here. I would just wait on a lot of them, honestly. Unless it's already 4K, in which case, go hard. Train Spotting. I still need to get that, though I'm not stoked about the shitty envelope packaging that it, contains. Inland Empire, shout out our boy David. RIP forever. That's not going to get a 4K, and it's a great disc. Get that. Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown is really good. I don't know that... There was, like, murmurings that the Almodovar stuff was going to go out of print, and that never happened. And I kind of panic bought them at the time, but I feel like that's fine. Maybe get that one. Punch Drunk Love. I'm not getting this because I have the Blu-ray and I have the Columbia Classics, so there's no reason to triple dip. But if you don't have it, this is a good option. And you're not interested in that set, it's a good option. Polyester, I feel like the John Waters stuff, a lot of it is going to come out on 4K. Maybe not the really sleazy stuff, because I don't know that the elements are there for that to make sense, but yeah. Medium Cool is amazing. I don't know that that would make sense on 4K, but it's so good. Check that out. Breaker Morant is really good. Again, I don't know how popular this is, but if you want like an Australian war drama about war crimes and execution, a lot of heavy, weighty philosophical stuff going on in this one, and it's really, really good. Days of Heaven is one I'm strongly considering upgrading. I bought the Blu-ray when it went out of print on eBay like a fucking chump for like $40, or maybe even more. I don't know. It's been a few years. And now I gotta sell that to fucking fund my 4K. So I don't know. It's probably not a today purchase, but this is one of the most visually stunning films ever made, so I probably need to get that on 4K. Walker is probably fine. The Game, that's got to be upgraded in some capacity. I mean, David Fincher, Criterion Closet Picks. They love their closet picks. YouTube Mama Tambien is amazing, and I think the last time I checked this, it is a 2K restoration, so it's probably fine. But I don't know, maybe they'll remaster it at some point. I don't know about these Cassavetes films. I don't know if they're gonna kind of break this apart and go one by one. A full 4K set for this would be intimidating. High definition transfers, I don't know. I already have it, so I'm not worried about it, but if you don't have it, like, I feel like that might get upgraded. Though it's a really nice box. Like, it just looks really nice. Bicycle Thieves, I feel like that's gonna get upgraded. Tokyo Story feels like an upgrade. Being there, I think that's in the new Columbia Classics set or something. I'm losing track of what has been announced for those, to be honest. Barry Lyndon, that's any day now, I swear. Sweet Smell of Success. I mean, a lot of this stuff, if it's really popular, I don't know, maybe hold off. This Night of the Hunter set, I feel like that's going to be any month now, because the Kino 4K just went out of print in a whole batch of Criterion upgrades that they did that just kind of suddenly, with very little warning, went out of print, and now they're announcing those one by one. So 12 Angry Men, Night of the Hunter. I think they did some like it hot in the heat of the night already, and I think maybe, the Manchurian Candidate also is going to be upgraded for sure. I don't see them upgrading Salo or the Trilogy of Life. I feel like the Pasolini stuff, you're probably fine. And Salo's great. I wrote a review for it on my Letterboxd that I'm very proud of. Go check that out. It's an important film and rather apropos these days. Noir. The Grifters and Bound. Shout out Sister Hyde doing the artwork back to back on that one. Also, Bound is fucking amazing. Go check out Bound. If you want lesbian noir directed by trans women, fucking go for it. It's fucking sick, dude. Sorry, my language is a bit more casual when I'm not editing, I feel like. Check out a live stream if you're into that sort of thing, I guess. Also, the first trans filmmakers to be in the collection, so go support that. Le Cercle Rouge. Terrible French pronunciation, but this one's a banger. I've not seen the new restoration yet, but it's a good one. Double Indemnity is a fucking banger. Go check that one out. High and Low. I don't know, the Kurosawa stuff, I wouldn't touch it. Thief. Michael Mann stuff is always so controversial with his restorations. I don't know. But this film is gorgeous. I think this is a new restoration on the 4K. But is the Blu-ray of the original color grade? Like the included Blu-ray? Or is that going to be a new Blu-ray of the... I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know enough about this one. But I love this movie. So check it out regardless. Directed by Wes Anderson. Don't fucking touch this whole section. I mean, watch the movies. They're all great. But yeah, there's no shot. They've got to start upgrading these at some point, right? Like, that's got to happen. Scary movies. Ooh, spooky. My fucking bread and butter here. Don't Look Now. I'm glad this is back in print and they announced the 4K. I did not buy this on eBay, but I did buy it at full MSRP when it was announced to be going out of print. Foolish things I did in my early collecting days. But somebody, maybe the BFI, somebody in the UK has this on 4K, so I'll keep my Criterion Blu-ray and get that instead. Peeping Tom, another one that the BFI has, and I'm conflicted because I think they're different features, and I love this artwork, but I think the BFI release is better, so what can you do? The Others is great. Check that out. Dr. Mabusa DVD. I think Eureka has this in the UK. This is on Blu-ray somewhere. Maybe Kino has it here? I don't know. I feel like that's going to go out of print or get upgraded, so I don't know. The Freak set, the Todd Browning set, I really want. It's probably not in the budget, but that's a great buy for sure. Carnival of Souls. What is the restoration on this? I feel like they might do this. 4K? Yeah, that feels like a high probability to me. It's a great movie, though. Cat People is another one. The Innocents is another one. I don't think they're going to upgrade Vampire, and it comes with a big chunky book, which is nice. The Innocents, like this whole row is great films, by the way. Oh, another one. Another row of bangers. All of these are good, but I think if you can get the Radiance release of Haxon, it's better. But this one does have unique features that I really liked, too. So again, if you have the Criterion channel, you can double dip. Easy style, but, you know, it's worth grabbing both, whatever. House. I feel like that's going to get upgraded at some point. I just feel it in my bones, you know? I don't know, a lot of this stuff I feel like is at risk. This has a 4K in Australia, so I feel like it's only a matter of time. Eyes Without a Face. One of my favorite films of all time. Maybe my favorite Criterion cover art ever. So I'm waiting for a region, like a UK option, to see what my options are. I don't know. Island of Lost Souls, I think are probably good, just because the elements were such a disaster that we're lucky we even got this on Blu-ray, but it's an amazing film. Check it out. Scanners is already on 4K somewhere. Maybe Second Sight. Someone. Maybe like one of those German companies. Somebody has it, so I wouldn't touch this. Pan's Labyrinth has a studio 4K, but from what I understand, this one looks better. I don't know if they'll upgrade it, though. It might. I mean, they got that relationship with Guillermo going on, so I feel like that's probable, to be honest. Because, yeah, they upgraded the studio 4K for The Shape of Water. I say upgraded. It's exactly the same. It just has nicer cover art, but, yeah. Seconds is great. The Blob is pretty good. It's really goofy, but it's good. There's another row of bangers, but I feel like these all are going to be upgraded in some capacity. Directed by David Lynch. Get Inland Empire. Get these two 4Ks. They're two of the best looking that I've ever seen. I'm probably going to get the Blue Velvet because I watched the Blu-ray recently, and all I could focus on was how I bet the 4K looks so much better. Like, you can see the flaws in the Blu-ray. At least me, psychologically, I can see the flaws in the Blu-ray the second I know there's a 4K. Maybe I'm just autistic and in my head. Or maybe both. It could be both. Eraserhead and Fire Walk With Me, hold the line. They're absolutely going to be upgrading both of those. Although, does that new A to Z set have Fire Walk With Me on 4K? I don't remember. Fuck. Oh well. Somebody tell me in the comments. The art life is probably fine. It's not directed by David Lynch, though, which is funny that it's in this section explicitly titled directed by David Lynch. Bestsellers, this is where you want to be careful. I mean, these 4Ks, obviously, go for it. Anatomy of a Fall. I'm shocked that this wasn't... Oh, wait, it's a 2K restoration, right? Yeah, it's a 2K master, so don't worry about it. Which is weird, I don't know why, but, you know. Gregor Rocky, the fucking goated gay boy, we love him. Parasite. That's another one I could see them upgrading. I don't know. Maybe hold off, but it does have really cool packaging and very cool exclusive features, so I don't know. Silence of the Lambs, get the Arrow. Don't worry about this one. Don't get the Kino. The Arrow's better because it fixed it. From what I understand, the 4K restoration is they kind of dropped the ball on it, and Arrow fixed that. Plus, they included special features from trans critics, which is really fucking cool. So, check that out. Memories of Murder is absolutely getting a 4K. Stalker, I feel like, is going to get a 4K. Doctor Strangelove has a 4K from Columbia Classics, and I think it's the studio as well, just as regular standalone. Notorious is one that I've bought almost a bunch of times, but I'm sure it's going to get upgraded. 12 Angry Men is any day now, so if you don't have that Kino, hold off. And if you do have that Kino, don't buy this. Crash. I don't know what's going to happen with this one, because there's a 4K from Arrow. I feel like they might upgrade this. That feels like a thing that will happen, yeah. Come and See. I don't know, you're probably fine on this one. Yeah, 2K, you're probably fine. New releases. This, you're safe to buy. Do I have a public take on the CC40 set? Because my take is that it's dumb and I don't like it. I'm sorry. My friends Aaron West and Joe Blake have an episode about it on their Criterion Now podcast, and they get into the reasons. They've articulated it better than I could, I think. Like, they already said all of it. So that's my plug to go check them out. I'm not a fan of this set, but I bet it looks nice in person. I don't know. I think it's kind of a waste of resources, and, like, I don't like how random it is. I really, like, there was a way to do this that would have been cool. Like, okay, now I'm on my soapbox again. If you had actually compiled the data and picked the top 40, like, picks, that would be interesting, you know? No, it's so lazy. Why is there, like, there's a special features disc with all the YouTube videos on it. Okay, that's cute, I guess. But it would have been so much cooler to have, like, new discs, or, like, different discs, where when it plays a little clip of, like, all the people who have, you know what I mean? Like, you get a little compilation. So, like, you're about to play fucking 8.5. And then you get clip, like a compilation of all the people in the Criterion Closet who have talked it up and what they had to say about it. So you get, like, all hyped up, and you get all these recommendations before the movie starts, and then you get to watch it with all that new context in your mind. Wouldn't that have been cool? Criterion, reach out, hire me. I can fix your shit. Godzilla vs. Biollante, I'm buying this, assuming I place an order today. I'm still not sure about that because I'm broke. I paid $300 in personal property taxes, so that was not expected, and it is what it is. But I have no money, so we'll see. Drugstore Cowboy. I have that imprint Blu-ray of it. I'll probably watch that first. Last summer. I think this is an entry in the ICU from the freak Catherine Brule. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's great. Some cool Janus contemporaries, though, of course, everything is on the Criterion channel if you have that. The Shape of Water, I mean, I guess, buy this if you want. Maybe it looks better than the Studio 4K, but the features are exactly the same. This is maybe their laziest release, other than CC40. Like, the cover art's really good. I'll give them that. Scarface, I need to rewatch that. I think this Olympic film set is really cool. They're all on the channel, so I'll watch them that way. But it would be nice to have this set. The Yojimbo and Sanjuro set, I'm telling you. I think the BFI did these, but in any case, the Kurosawa stuff, proceed with caution. I think they're going to upgrade all of this Wong Kar-wai set. Not in a set, but like individually, it seems to be going that way. So I wouldn't touch this. America Lost and Found box set. I don't know. This is also just kind of being picked apart piecemeal for 4K. I'm not sure how far they'll go with it though, and it's cool packaging, so you know. The Coker trilogy. I've only seen one of these films, but they're really good. Small Axe, really cool stuff. Black filmmakers, streaming only stuff that they have rescued and put on disc, so I'm into that. The 3 color set, Curzon did a better version of this, but it is a lot more expensive, so. Pasolini set, I mean, I've heard complaints about the structure of this, and they're all on the channel, so I don't know. I love the art, though. The Usman Sembeni films I need to see. The Bruce Lee set, just get the arrows, I think, you know. Van Peebles, you're probably good to go on that. Police Story, I think. Didn't Eureka do all 3 of them? I think they did all 3 of them. So. Once Upon a Time in China, you're probably fine. Internal Affairs, you're fine. The Renowned Westerns as an upgrade from the Indicators, which is cool. 4K, this is where I don't have to do any guessing. Although, I can just make comments about better editions overseas. So, Seven Samurai, I believe, has a better BFI. And then I think, who doesn't have Seven Samurai at this point? So, like, get that one. You can have both. Chronos has a BFI that's better. Godzilla, thanks to our friend, Mr. Disconnected Ryan Verrill, he told me, or he pointed out, because I didn't think about this, that Criterion also has the rights in the UK for this. So I was like, is the BFI going to do this? Should I wait? But I'm going to get this Godzilla, assuming I place an order today, because I'd love to see Godzilla in 4K. Citizen Kane, get that shit. The people who hate the art and the packaging are wrong. It's very cool. With a K, cool with a K. Blowout is amazing. Get that shit. After Hours is great. Princess Bride is great. Get that shit. The Blu-ray looked amazing, which is why I'm maybe... It's not as high on my priorities to upgrade, but it's one of my favorite films, and I bet it looks astonishing, so... Uncut Gems, one of my favorite Criterion editions. The packaging on this is so good and so fun, and it looks amazing. Got great features. Yeah, one of my favorite Criterion editions. The Red Shoes looks astonishing. Go get that shit. Pinocchio, I need to see that. The Heroic Trio. And Violante has our friend Sam Deegan in the features, which is really cool. Videodrome. I think, because I don't have this anymore, and I think my strategy to reacquire it is to buy the Arrow 4K and then find somebody who's offloading their Criterion Blu-ray, because those will probably be cheap. So that way I'll have both, because they're different features, and this has really cool VHS style packaging that I like. Mean Streets, probably get the second sight over this, if I had to guess. Mildred Pierce, this is a nitrate film. It's nitrate elements, and from what I understand, it's like one of the best restorations ever. Like, I bet it looks unbelievably good. I'd love to catch this restoration in a theater. I bet that looks stunning. In the Mood for Love, it's kind of dumb. Not the movie, but the release, because it's like there's no HDR or anything. There's no extra different features. It's just kind of redundant. I mean, I guess if you have to have it in 4K, but this is one of the most lukewarm reviews I ever heard Daisuke Beppu give when he reviewed this release. He's too nice to say it, but he was basically like, don't buy this. I have the original color grade Blu-ray, so I don't know. Maybe I'll end up getting this at some point. I kind of doubt it, though. Is that it? Is that all? Is all of it? We did it? We did the whole thing? Okay. Tight. Well, that's your cool 25 minutes of me yapping about the Criterion Collection. Little known indie label. You may have heard of them, maybe not. I'm putting you on game today. Check these boys out. My boy Peter really out here disking it up. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Free Palestine. Support trans kids. Trying to rack up the dislikes at the end here, I guess. Support physical media? Cool, give me a like now. Support me on Patreon, patreon.com/celestialcabra if you like more unedited, freeform, loosey-goosey, me being an idiot videos like this. There will be one reacting to the newest Criterion announcements coming up pretty soon. I was going to shoot it today, but I ran out of time, so probably tomorrow, maybe. There's one already up for the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. If you're into the sleaze, into the trash, go check that out. And that's it. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Enjoy a video of mine. Watch more of them, please and thank you. Okay, bye.